no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Throwing right. A strike downfield. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give out of the gun. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try it over the left side. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to get into that championship game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Two big-time programs, rich history, both go by their initials. LSU, USC, that showdown in Vegas last year was just spectacular, and it's great that we're enjoying another one here.
Well, a lot of people thought LSU was going to steamroll USC in that game. USC had some other ideas. That one was a lot of fun. There were some big...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker. It's Green. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it to the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of this. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield. It's Maiava. Gets it out quickly. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Wants to fire on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Unloads it left. It's complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
To the air on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here we go, set. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's Gus Meyer. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hilton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Using his feet to buy time. Going for it all. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the third and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's third and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big third down stop.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
And the Trojans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Mayava. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. Fouls through the defense. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a risky play call there. 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably... There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Motion from the back. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Coming up, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Sanders. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
LSU.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's Strachan. Oh my goodness, he's not even close to the 1st down marker, and they'll have to give up the football. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Up now, here's second and long.
325.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watkins. And they're able to make the tackle.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Oof. You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going over the top. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Get set, get set. Yankee Blue, Yankee Blue.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And back to the air on second down. Scrambling away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Hums it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He slings it deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can...
Touchdown, USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. They'll move the tight end. Pushes toward the goal line. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. Gets it out fast. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45, and what good field position after that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He got it. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's taking the shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Strachan. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. He wants a big play here late. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. To the air. It's Mayava. Here's the pressure. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
That keeps the score. LSU 49, USC 32.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time Well, you need to be able to score some points, so either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Mayava. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.